Hey guys, welcome back to Orms TV, and more specifically, welcome to 2018. I hope you all have your New Year's resolutions locked in tight. I know what mine is for the year. So to kick it off, let's start out with the Leica CL. Announced towards the end of last year, finally got a test unit in hand. Gonna give you some first impressions. Let's have a quick look. So just to give you a quick rundown, this is Leica's all-new CL. It's a mirrorless camera developed by them, brand new, uses the same lens mount as the Leica T series cameras. This is obviously still sticking to their very traditional rangefinder system, so your viewfinder is offset slightly to the side. Fixed LCD screen, no tilting on it, unfortunately. 24 megapixel sensor, 49 autofocus points, ISO running up to 50,000, running at a maximum shutter speed of 1/8000 with 1/25,000 in your electronic shutter mode. What you also get here, which is a very nice to have, is 4K video at 30 frames per second and full HD at 60. So obviously the main thing that you get here is that little red dot. And what that means is that you have a Leica, and that gives you maximum bragging rights. But what it also gives you is a camera that truly feels incredible in the hands. The construction is solid. Everything that you touch and feel is extremely tactile. All the buttons, everything that you turn, metal construction, just truly beautifully made. The lens mechanism, everything feels extremely solid. You cannot get away from that fact. Now, unfortunately, this same red dot that gives us this beautifully constructed camera brings us on to one of the major criticisms here. And that is that over the last couple of years, Leica hasn't exactly been known for their technological prowess. And when you bring in a camera like this, unfortunately, that becomes a little bit more evident. When you look at Leica's other cameras and you look at something like the Leica M10, for example, the whole camera is designed about this idea of a rangefinder and it being extremely manual and taking you back to the most analog photographic experience that you can get in a digital body. And it slows you down and gives you all the feels that you could possibly want. This camera, unfortunately, is completely electronic with autofocus and an electronic viewfinder and all of those niceties, and none of the quintessential nature that makes Leica such a unique product. And that necessitates this camera being compared to other cameras that offer similar specifications in this range. And there you're looking at things like Canon's M series, Fuji's X series cameras, Olympus's OMD, and the Panasonic G series cameras. And against most of them, the tech inside this unit is not going to live up to expectations. And that's a pity, because in every other way, this camera is truly beautiful. Truly a lovely thing to behold. I'm sure you can't argue with that. So at the end of the day, when you look at all of these electronic components and compare them to other similar products, the only real question is, how is the image quality? And quite frankly, under good situations, the image quality is absolutely magnificent. And there's nothing wrong with it. The camera struggles a little bit with auto white balance. The ISO range is maybe not the best out there, but the grain that you do get is beautifully smooth and quite natural, quite pleasing, especially if you're shooting in the black and white modes. There's really nothing wrong in that sphere. But at the same time, the camera isn't doing anything particularly special. There's nothing in here that makes you go, yes, I need that. That is the latest and greatest piece of photographic imaging equipment out there. Because unfortunately, it just really isn't. What this camera is designed to do is to bring new people into the Leica fold. And what you'll find is that people who already own a Leica system, something like a Leica M10 for example, but want something smaller, easier to use, a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier for travel pictures or the like, will find this camera absolutely perfect for their needs. In terms of bringing new people into Leica, yes, this brings it a lot more on par with other technologically superior products that's available at the moment, and still retains the essential Leica look and feel and construction principles that, you know, everybody comes to know and love. And at the price point, which yes, it is an expensive camera if you compare it to something like a Fuji or an Olympus, yes, there's no getting away from that, but it is a much more palatable amount in what you're going to spend on something like a Leica M10 once you start putting lenses on there and all of that. And I think in that essence, Leica is succeeding in this product. And for that, I want to say well done, because truly to take something like a Leica and make it a lot more accessible, that is quite an impressive feat in itself. Well guys, thank you for watching our first video of 2018. As always, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to slap that like button, subscribe to our channel, and you will get more content just like this. Thank you very much.